Well, yeah! I got a special build for you little varmints today, woo! It's the Mesa Prime Quick Draw Synth build. This thing was quite fun to put together, and it all worked out. I'm surprised and I'm very excited to say that. It was fun, to say the least. And even though Mesa was nerfed into the ground with having an exalted weapon instead of using your pistol's Riven, yeah, she's still strong enough, suffers a bit in ultra high level. She used to be able to do millions of damage per shot with the right setup. Knew a guy who had an Aklex Prime and Riven, and it was he had screenshots to prove it. It was insane. Right now we're doing, even with a really good setup, just thousands of damage per shot. If you pour all your strength into it, just thousands, which is sad. But she still has Shatter Shield and survivability, and still quite fun to use. And how often do you find yourself up against level 200, 300s? You know, not many people do that. So I'll do it, but are you? Are you gonna do it? So let's start off with Mesa here. I've got a pistol amp here for increasing her pistol damage by 27%. Got some arcanes, they matter this time. Headshots will increase my damage for 60% at 4 seconds duration. If you're a rich boy, a fancy pants, you might have 80% chance to get 120% damage for 8 seconds. And you might just be able to do that. I'm also using Arcane Velocity. This, well, it's important to note that Peacemaker, the 4th ability, doesn't get headshots, so this isn't actually doing shit for that. This is for my pistol. Arcane Velocity is for Peacemakers, though. This will add some speed, some fire rate, which is very much needed with our nerfed Peacemakers. I'm using some Streamline. Instead of Leading Expertise, I didn't want to ruin my duration. You're going to need a lot of duration on Mesa for survivability. Excuse me, I'm like nearly throwing up on my mic here. I ate some deep dish pizza last night, which is super fucking heavy, and it's morning and I'm still feeling it. It's, oh god. Alright, we also have some Vitality, and playing into this, we have conversion of damage to our health to energy. So we convert that into energy for survivability. We're going to need that. This is our oopsies, holy shit, I got myself into a situation mod, and energy is going to get me out of that situation. I'm also using Adaptation, so our 3rd ability, the shield that we put up, has 95% damage reduction, and this is going to allow us to stack up to 90% reduction against a damage type when we just keep getting Swiss cheesed and shot up. So it's gonna increase that damage reduction a lot further and make her even tankier. I have Narrow-Minded here instead of Prime Continuity because we don't really need range here. My Mesa is not a team player. I'm going to keep my shooting gallery to myself if I use it. Sorry, but you Hydroners wouldn't have done much with it anyways. Narrow-Minded gives us much more ability duration, which is what we want. Because we're using Transient Fortitude here for ability strength, but it's got a negative 25% ability duration at my current ranking. I'm not fully maxed here. I could have used Blind Rage, but it's too much of a hit on efficiency. Even with 130% efficiency, it costs a little bit to cast like our shields, our 3rd ability. So yeah, this is alright. This is fine. We got 150%. It gets us 95% reduction. We're good. The unique mods on this build that I haven't seen anywhere else yet We have synth reflex. We're getting 100% holster speed from this. Holstering our primary and secondary weapons in the set will reload whatever is holstered for 20% of the magazine per second. We're going to be swapping these out. We're going to be swapping them out so fast, and we're not going to be running out of ammo. We're never going to run out of ammo. We're just going to keep getting ammo. Never reload again with this build. Don't do it. You don't have to. We're going to be vigorously swapping. That sounds really dirty, a vigorous swap. It doesn't sound rated T for teen. On equip, we're getting 165% damage for 3 seconds. And we also get 100% holster speed. Oh. That holster speed is not limited to the 3 seconds. So we're going to be swapping vigorously so fast. And you'll see that in the demonstrations. For your primary, due to this setup, I recommend that you use something slow, painfully slow, and also has a very slow reload. So I chose the Stun Wraith as a great example. It's a slow shooter, a slow loader. On mine, I do have chilling reload. Yes, I know, but you'll see I didn't have any capacity left. And I think I'm out of forma. I didn't want to forma this shit one more time. I was lazy. You could put something way better in here to increase your damage. That's fine. Do whatever you want. It doesn't matter what I have here. All that matters is that this is a slow weapon. It's strong, but it takes forever to reload. Even with chilling reload, even with 40% reload speed, our reload is 3.6 seconds. Imagine the benefits we're going to get out of our synth mod set. But use whatever you want. It's fine. I chose this because also it's a shotgun. We got this this gunslinger, shotguns and pistols. Why not? That's Wild West, baby. So for my secondary, this does matter. I have Vasto Prime. I got some nice damage here. I got a Riven with 200% critical chance, 143% multi-shot, and punch through. It's fantastic. Another reason why I want to use this with our synth mod set is that my Riven has a negative 49.2% reload speed. Other people would see this and go, but you know what? Even with this, it's only 2 seconds reload. It's kind of realistic for a revolver. It's really hard to load those quick. But in any case, it's negative reload, so it's good to have on a synth mod. And also because of the 6-shot magazine, but I'll get to that in a second. We got crits for days. We got our critical damage, critical chance. Like I said before in my previous videos, anytime you have a secondary with any sort of crit values, you're going to want to use these primed mods all the time. It's so huge. You'll want to do that. Some damage, basic mod. And we've got Pistol Pestilence and Scorch. I was doing some corpus testing before. You can switch out Scorch for the electric mod and get corrosive. No big deal. Multi-shot, gotta have it. But what's this? A set mod, another one that's actually worth it. It's so great. What we have here is 200% bonus damage on final shot. Requires a magazine of 6 or higher. They didn't want you to just use a one shooter. They didn't want you to use Nell and get 200% all the time. So we have 6 in our magazine perfectly allowing us to use this to our full advantage. Excuse me, goodness. Yeah, so this also adds to our set mod bonus. Really cool. When we are vigorously swapping, we are going to be using this 200% damage so much. We're going to be firing this thing real fast and getting that damage, and it's going to be really stupid. it's going to kill shit quick. For my melee, I was asking my clan, like, hey, what's a Wild West melee that you know, fits the theme? And the Predator's clan came back to like, oh, you gotta use so many of them were like Redeemer, 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 but I'm thinking, no. I play on PS4, and when you use Redeemer, it sucks because you have to take your thumb off the aiming stick to hold down circle button, and your enemies are running around, and you'll find that maybe 30% of the time you're gonna hit them with your charge shot. It fucking sucks. It's strong, I'll give it that. Yes, I know it's strong, but it's very hard to aim on PS4 with that thing. Glaive, yes, it's the same problem. You can make that argument, but I don't give a shit. I thought it would be cool for a cowboy to throw a big blade around. It doesn't matter what my build is here. None of this contributes to the overall theme of what we're doing. You can use what you want, no problem. You can probably use a dagger. That was also mentioned in my clan, Predator's clan, like maybe a dagger and a cowboy knife. I didn't have anything that looked, you know, Wild West in terms of daggers, so I was shit out of luck there. The focus, I usually don't get into this on a lot of my builds, but this one's unique. I just started ranking up Unairu, and it just seemed like Mesa to me. Everything about it seemed like Mesa. Just right here off the very first node, you have percentage of damage taken is returned to the attacker. It's like your shield, right? It's reflecting that damage. So this is doing it even more so, and it doesn't have a range limitation. Stone skin, we're adding armor to our Warframe, which is great. She doesn't have a lot, so anything we can add upon that is going to help our survivability. And the regulators. What I'm doing here is, since they have a good base crit chance and crit damage multiplier, I basically mod it for crit, especially because it's a secondary and we have these prime crit mods. I went all in with crits. I have some 90% elementals. What we're doing here now is corrosive. I also have the toxin status mod. And I found on a lot of my builds that are corrosive or gas, when you add, so you can have this, you know, combination, just two mods, you're getting either gas or corrosive. But when you add that third mod for toxin, you're doing so much more damage. With gas, you're proccing toxin more in the cloud that gets made, but with corrosive, you're adding more damage. It's hitting them much harder and doing much more. So I find this really takes it to the next level on a lot of my primary and secondary builds. Anemic agility, we're getting fire rate for just a little bit of takeaway on our damage, but this fire rate, when you think of fire rate in Warframe and it's not semi, just think damage, overall damage multiplied. So that's what we're getting here. We're getting 90% fire rate, and it's going to help us out quite a bit dealing damage with regulators. The Sentinel. I'll say this before I get into my Taxon build. If you are relying upon the Hunter Adrenaline mod to restore energy with Mesa, you're not going to want to use Taxon. Do not use it. This is just a basic survivability Sentinel. If you want more energy when you're getting damage, let me use my words. When you want more energy and you're receiving damage to your health, you want that to happen so you can restore your energy. You're not going to use Taxi, you're going to use like maybe Carrier or, God forbid, Shade or whatever you want, really. This is just like a middle of the I can't even think of the expression. It's like 5 a.m. right now. This is middle of the road Sentinel. There we go. It's going to help both new players, and it could, in certain instances, help high-level players. So the reason why I say that is because this mod and the other mod here, let's just run through them in order. Guardian, it boosts the owner's shield by 100% when it runs out. So basically when we first start to take damage to our health, we get our shield all over again, and we're not getting our energy restore. But if you're frugal with your energy and the enemies are dropping orbs, or you're with a Necros at high level, you're going to be fine. You can use this just fine, don't worry about it. Animal Instinct, we're getting some loot radar and enemy radar, no problem. It's good to have radar with Mesa, because when if you're just using Peacemaker all the time, her fourth ability, and you're spinning in circles and shooting things, after a while it gets really hard to see, and the enemy radar will help you know where the enemies are, so where you have to point that. And don't be afraid to recast Peacemaker, okay? You're going to see this reticle that slowly gets smaller over time, and after a while sometimes it glitches, and you just, even if you're right over the target, it won't shoot them. Well, just disengage the ability and re-engage it again, and you'll be fine. Don't worry about that. We have Meta Ray here. Sentinel will occasionally heal its owner, restoring 12% health over 4 seconds. Now this isn't just attacks and mods, so it's really good. You can put it on whatever Sentinel you want. As we're taking our damage to our health, this is going to heal us. You know, it's going to heal us up. It's really cool. Enhanced Vitality, some health for our Sentinel. Molecular Conversion, we're going to blast enemies within 10 meters, converting 200 damage into shields for Warframe. This will get us a lot of overshields, quite a bit, if you're not getting hit. So do the trick. Vacuum, gotta have it. Vacuum is also a survivability mod. Have you ever noticed when you're doing a high-level run and your Sentinel gets killed, or your pet gets killed, and you no longer have Fetch or Vacuum on, and you're having to seek out and run directly over health or energy orbs? You'll find that you can't survive as well. You're not getting as much energy. You're wasting time trying to gather it, and you're gonna eventually get whacked. Synth Fiber, this one's interesting. It's health orbs increase armor for Sentinel by 100% for 12 seconds. So it is required in our Synth mod set to get the full benefits of swapping these weapons, and it does help survivability. I was kind of impressed, because the base armor for a lot of the Sentinels, I think all of them actually, is 50. It's not much. It's like think mag. These things are squish. So this will help you increase that armor. And Synth Deconstruct will feed it. Enemies injured by the Sentinel have a 25% chance to drop a health orb when killed. So we're generating more orbs to feed Synth Fiber, which is cool. We're also feeding ourselves health orbs, because you know, you're going to have this on any Sentinel you want, and if you're not using Taxon, you're taking even more damage to your health, and this is going to help you out. Metal Fiber is I don't know, I thought I'd add some more armor to go with these two. It's not maxed, and I didn't want to form again, and I'm pretty sure after I maxed Vigorous Swap that I am out of endo, fresh out, so I didn't have the option of maxing this thing out, but it's good enough. I mean, I'm getting 75 armor right now, and if I maxed it, I think I would only get like 100 some, so it's not that big of a difference. And Prime Regen, this is really cool. If their Sentinel gets killed, which it will, this will regenerate 3 times with 100% max health and is invulnerable for 11 seconds. Really cool mod. I like it. And I'm using the RTAX here. The RTAX, it says status of 5.7 for cold, but this thing procs like it's 100%. So it's slowing down enemies, and during my testing, I was doing testing with heavy gunners. And what they like to do is they like to flank you and then ground pound the shit out of you and stun lock you and just keep fucking pounding the ground, and it's so annoying. It's really hard to keep them all crowd controlled with just a shotgun and pistol, so that they don't get too close to you and start beating on the ground. This will slow them down a little bit. I like using Artax with any Sentinel pretty much, except for Shade. I'll keep nothing on it because I don't want it to alert any enemies since I'm going for stealth. What I do with this is I basically mod for speed and reload. So I got 30% reload speed. We got some range as well, and speed trigger, and shred for more fire rate and some more punch through. So it's pretty cool. It does the job. And another thing I can't show you right now because it's on my operator is I have two arcanes, I believe Magus arcanes, that so when I pop out of my Warframe, I'm gaining health, and when I pop back in, I'm gaining health to my Warframe. So it's something that you can use just in an emergency case, and all you have to do to get those is farm Plains of Eidolon and farm the Eidolons. You're going to get a lot of standing with quills, and basically you can get those arcanes directly from quills. Takes a little while to build up. I think I was casually farming Eidolons for maybe 2 months. You know, I'll do it every now and then, and I was able to get max rank, so it's not going to take you too long. And yeah, that's the build. Like I said, I was having a lot of fun here. Mesa, I don't use her a whole lot since, you know, I was planning on using her, and then the nerf came, and I just thought, oh, why? But she's not bad. It's not bad. She's a good damage dealer. It's kind of fun to use, and really tanky, especially with this build. You're gonna have a lot of fun with this, and swapping the weapons all the time is great. Like, wow, look how fast that is! Bang, 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 bang. Super quick. And yeah, this fashion frame is cool too. I thought Wild West. I wanted to look like a cowgirl. Basically, we're going with a leather theme here, leather hat, and we have some Apache decorations on our shoulders. So we're going full on Wild West, really committing to that theme. My problem is, like, even though my energy is orange-ish, when I put on this shield, she's all silver. I guess it's still Wild West. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video and the build. Like and subscribe. And have a great day. Enjoy.
People are here to protect you. You're soldiers.
It won't make any difference.
Actually, you're right above the door. I have the door open now, but try your operator. I can see you struggling. Oh, that's bullshit. Yeah, no kidding. They got a lot of door glitches on this patch. The other one is if you go through the door too fast, you fall through the map below, and then it takes you right to the elevator. Oh, I just got glitched. It just happened to me. God damn it.